All right, guys, this is part two of Decline City. In my previous video today, I said that I was thinking about doing some more gig work in the early evening, and like an idiot, as bad as earlier today was, I decided to get out there again on a bad day, and I should have expected more declines, in a big way. But I was just kind of hanging out and decided to open up shipped, and I saw a pretty decent shipped order. So that's what I initially accepted and got me out of here. Before I even turned on DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything. So you see this 1277 without the tip, 22 items, and all taking place here in my zone. And so, and then this other, I didn't take a screenshot or anything of the shopping items, but it was pretty easy. I'd say like there was like probably 8 bottles of different kinds of olive oil, which of course was all in one aisle, and pretty easy to shop. And then another thing too that was pretty easy about this is the customer put a note on there: no substitutions. So if anything at all was not available, then I just mark it as unavailable and no substitute. So that made it easy. And there was 2 items that were, one like seasoning, and also a certain brand of eggs. They wanted an 18 count, and all that was there was 12 and 24. So, hey, no substitutions. So, you know, most customers would have been okay with either one of the other sizes, but hey, if there's no substitutions, there's no substitutions. So this other screenshot at 524, that's when I dropped it off. So from starting, the first screenshot 443 is when I started this and left the apartment and had it dropped off. What is that? About 41 minutes later. And so not too bad, I guess. And especially if I get some kind of tip out of this. If I end up not getting a tip, then it was obviously a bad order. But um, so like I said, that got me out of the apartment. Completed that, and then I turned on DoorDash and Uber Eats, but got an Uber order that I took. So I quickly, turned off DoorDash. $15, only 3 things to shop for, four units, and only 9 miles. So hey, sweet. So I go back to Meyer. Oh, I should back up on the shipped order. This was my first shipped order at Meyer. So, and it was prepaid. So, kind of a similar process, a little bit similar to Target, only with Meyer, it had me go to the self checkout, scan a barcode, and then the associate came up and basically looked at my phone at the items and looked in my cart and said, okay. And that was it. And then the associate, of course, recognized me from being in there for so many DoorDash orders and was like, you're normally in here for DoorDash, right? And I was like, yeah. And she said, well, how long have you been on shipped? And I said, not very long. I haven't done many orders on it. And her opinion was that shipped was better than DoorDash if you stuck with it, if you did, got into it and did some orders and picked up some preferred customers and that type of thing, and build up kind of like a clientele of customers that prefer you as the shopper. Then you can start making good money on it, better money than DoorDash, according to her. But my thing is that I see, if I was trying to do this like full time, that maybe I could get into it more, but I don't know. It's kind of sporadic when I can do gig work because of the overtime at the W-2. So if I can do that, I try to do overtime first, then the gig work. So because it's so sporadic, it's going to be like harder for me to build up clientele. But anyway, on to this Uber shop. I get in there. The multiple was little bottles of lemon juice in the produce, and they had all kinds of lime. The basket was full on that, and the basket where the lemon was supposed to be, there's only one. So I had to, mark that I just found one. And I go to check out, and it said, I got a message, congratulations on completing your first Uber shop and pay. But I'm pretty sure that I'd have to go back and look at my notes and past videos and stuff, or maybe my history on the Uber app. But I'm pretty sure this was not my first shop and pay on Uber. I'm almost positive. So I think that was just a glitch. Long 9 mile drive to the customer and kind of like a shady looking apartment complex I've never been to, but uh, and and that was it on that. Pretty easy, and I just before starting this video, I got the notification that I did get the tip on this, so I did get the full 1505, and that was it. Two orders and out. The rest of these is declines. Here we go. $3 order Chick-fil-A decline. And I start and trying to leave that customer. Look at the times on these. I think that previous one was like 5:41, and I'm getting bombarded with Uber declines here. $6, 8 miles Sonic decline. 11. Now this right here, boom. This could possibly be the worst order I've seen in my 2 years of gig work. I declined it real quick. At first, I thought this said 50 miles when I first looked at it. And then, like, when I was going through my photos after I got home, I seen that it was only 30, but still only 30. Look at this, $11, 30 miles. Picking up at La Super Torta. My wife and I love that place. As last time I got the nachos. Time before that, I got lengua tacos. I mean, amazing. We've had it DoorDashed here as well a couple times. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I got to go to La Super Torta, which is West Side Georgesville Road, and and then clear across Columbus, Ohio to the east and past it to Reynoldsburg. Drop that off for $11. Then I'm supposed to come from Reynoldsburg back here. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely horrible. Not unless I wanted to do some delivery driving in Reynoldsburg, but no, thank you. Not at night, not doing it. Horrible. $4, 12 miles, Buffalo Wild Wings, decline. A minute later, $12, 15 miles, Buffalo Wild Wing, decline. Same time, 6:04, $8, 9 miles, Hibachi Express, decline. 2 minutes later, they're, like I said, they're coming in fast and furious. This finally an order that's not upside down, $7 for 4.7. But I decline this. It just, the I don't do a whole lot of pizza orders, and sometimes they kind of scare me, especially if I'm not going to get paid that much, because sometimes it just depends. But sometimes these orders come to you right when the order is placed. And you know how just most all pizza places, it's, 15, 20 minutes. And sometimes on a busy night, it could be a half hour before a pizza is made. And, from my position here, it's only going to take me a couple minutes to get to the Jets, and a possibility of having to, 10, 15 minute wait on that pizza. So that's, why I decline this. Um, I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I accepted this order. 14.25, less than 5 miles, Dollar General, even though it's 21 items. My thought process here is, well, let's take it, and I want to get inside or get to the Dollar General. See what the items are, and if it looks really like a hard shop, I'll just drop it. I won't even try to shop it. When I got my car stopped, I looked at the list. It didn't look too bad. Most of it, like 80% of it, was candy and snacks. So I thought this actually might not be too bad. Most of the shop is probably going to be in like 2 aisles. So let's go ahead and chance it. Okay, that was at 6:08. It's 6:15. I'm not in. I haven't walked inside the store yet. I take this screenshot from outside the store. There you see some of the candy. Those three things are going to be all in one place. Okay, and then I get into the store. Boom. Go into the candy aisle, find the first item, which isn't even listed here, and go to scan it. The app freezes. No signal. Thank you very much. I last couple weeks I've talked about this Dollar General location. I go in one day, the signal's fine. The next day I go in there, no signal. Day after that, signal is fine. Then no signal. Then signal. Then and I have no idea why I only get a signal in there every other time. I never used to have a problem at this Dollar General. Never, until just within the last few months here. Unbelievable. So no signal. I close the app down, put my phone into airplane mode, try to open it back up again, and can't get the DoorDash app open whatsoever. And then, so I put that candy back, put the cart back, walk outside the front door. As soon as I step a foot outside that front door, boom, the app comes up and everything comes back up on my phone. So I had to drop this order. I mean, they're not gonna, you know, there'd be no other way for me to do it unless I had to, if I'd have to take screenshots of what all the items were. How jacked up would this be? I'd have to take screenshots of all the items and go inside the store with no signal, find all the items. Then a staff member would have to let me walk outside the door and sit there and scan all the items on my app. Then I'd have to come back inside the store to pay, and that's not going to happen. So I had to drop it. It's just so irritating. Um, $8 9 mile Chick-fil-A decline. And these next couple declines, I'm still like, I think, sitting in the Dollar General parking lot. 1006 Golden China, 10 miles decline. That's going to like South Columbus. And then this is a different one. $10 9 miles decline. 457 Speedway decline. And then there's a couple more after this. 410. Not going to do a $4 order. Decline. Local cantina. 862, 10 miles. Never done an Olive Garden order for any gig apps or whatever. This would have been kind of interesting, but $8, 10 miles, not doing it. And then I think this is my final DoorDash decline. $4.50 for a pizza order. No, I mean, just horrible. Is this? Yeah, this is the last screenshot. And then here, I'd already come home. I'd logged off of DoorDash. I was out walking the dog. I thought I had turned Uber Eats off, but apparently I hadn't. And get this one last decline, $13, 15 miles, Wendy's. Here we go with another Mount Sterling order. Unbelievable. But anyway, that's it for this part two. Two orders completed and 100 declines. Crazy, man. Tomorrow can't. It just. I'm only gonna dash probably until maybe like 10, maybe 11. And tomorrow just it can't get worse than today. I don't see how. But we'll see. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there driving, and we'll see you next time.